Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Tadowski's Shelter. I have been asking members of my own alliance, state, and nearby brackets what is the current issue they are having the most trouble understanding. Out of all the things this game has, there is one thing that has been constantly coming up as an issue for people to grasp or at least fully accept, and that is battle pets. A lot could be said for this aspect of the game, and it doesn't necessarily help that this is a fairly new thing for even the developers. There are constant upgrades, updates, new features, and trial runs of things that make this aspect even more complicated. So for the sake of discussion, this video will go through the basics of the battle pets and help shed some light on the topic so that you can at least get started and know what you are doing. Something that isn't as complex to do and understand is to hit that like and subscribe button. Every like and subscribe will save another battle pet from being placed inside of a shelter. Well, a shelter that doesn't have an owner, I guess. Subscribe for notifications and keep up with the latest videos and lives. Like to help support the video and channel. Comment so I know what to cover, change, improve, and let's talk about pets. No, not Fido, the Jack Russell Terrier, but the battle pets that are fairly new feature in the Last Shelter universe. I guess this was somewhat natural to add into the game. I mean, we have mechs, sexy heroes, zombies, technology that surpasses the Greys up in outer space, but we don't have any pugs that survived. Okay, well, maybe not pugs. That was probably a bad example. So amongst all these things, we now have the addition of battle pets. Great, this should be simple. This will probably be like outfits or gear. Just a special resource to upgrade it and get it to a certain level, and that's it. Well, that's not what they had in mind. They have treated battle pets like a weird combination of reconstruction skills and heroes. So let's start at the basics and walk ourselves through the pet villa so that we can look at each screen, understand what's going on, what we need, what we can do, and how this could be applied to strengthening our heroes and APCs. The pet villa is the official structure you need to build in order to house your battle pets. This building will give you all the options you need to get pets and make them stronger. If it was as simple as recruiting a hero, we would not be having this video, and there wouldn't be a great need for trying to scavenge or purchase so many packs. After we build the villa, we will click on it and see the options that come up. There are 3 screens we will be discussing here and are majorly concerned with. We will start our discussion with the furthest left option that isn't details, and that is the pet hunt. Pet hunt is going to be the basic way we will attempt to recruit battle pets. This should be a very familiar screen as it is the same we see when it comes to recruiting heroes and extracting mystic abilities. We will have the option to do basic 1-ticket recruitment or do the 10-ticket recruitment. My suggestion, always do the 10-ticket recruitment so you get that extra ticket. But in order to do this, we will need hunting permits. At the time of making this video, there are only 6 pets available for players to use. 4 of the pets are going to be obtained through pet hunts, and that is going to be owl, reindeer, cat, and dog. And 2 pets are going to be obtained through purchasing packs, and that is going to be the polar bear and fox. Now, when you go to use a hunting permit, pets are not the only thing that you can get here. You will also be able to pull the special resources that you will need to upgrade, evolve, and train your pets. All of these will be discussed a little bit later on. However, the main thing to note here is that obtaining a pet through recruitment is not as guaranteed as one may think. The chances of recruiting one of the pets at this time is not high, and in fact is a 3.5% for every ticket. This screen is pretty straightforward and simple to understand. I don't think anyone will have issues understanding how the recruitment process will go, but now let's start to get into the aspects that may start to confuse a lot of people and address those concerns. The next screen we'll be going to is the pet house. When you first click on the button, you will be taken to a screen that will display all of the pets that you currently have obtained. At the top right, you can filter them to show you all the specific pets by type to make it easier to find the specific pet you are looking for. Otherwise, the normal way the pets will be shown to you will be from the strongest or most advanced to the least advanced. In order to bring up the next screen and start discussing making your pet stronger, we will will need to select which pet we want to work on. So tap on whichever pet you want to work on, and let's enter the main meat and potatoes of this process. We will now enter a screen with a few different options. This screen is not very confusing in general, but the things that you can do and what you need to focus on can be. At the top right, there is a book that will open up to show you your pet's profile, which is very similar to the hero's profile. And at the top left is going to be the name of the pet, which you can edit to name whatever you want. Below that is going to be the main focus of what the pet does when it comes to battle. Currently, we have 4 categories available: defense, support, attack, and control. These are very similar to the categories that heroes have and can start to give you an idea of the best placement for the pet. Below all of this is the stats of the pet. The red is going to be might, blue resistance, and green is HP. These stats improve and change as you upgrade your pet to make them stronger. Below the 3 icons, you will see the overall summary of buff changes the pet applies to the squad it is assigned to. These will also change as you upgrade your pet. These are more of a reference point to help understand what they can actually do for the squad besides sit there and look pretty. Below the stats to the squad will be the skills of the specific pet. Each pet currently has 5 skills they can unlock and upgrade. Initially, only 1 will be open until you start to upgrade your pet. All skills will unlock the same way and have the same criteria to unlock. The second skill will unlock at pet level 5. The third skill will unlock when the pet has hit 10 stars. The fourth skill at 20 stars, and the fifth skill at 30. So what are these skills? What are the stars? How do we upgrade them? What do we do? Easy. On the right side, you will see 3 options to improve the pet: upgrade, evolve, and train. These 3 options will make your pet stronger overall and even unlock and strengthen the individual skills of the pet. The best way to look at this is like the mech upgrading system. You upgrade the mechs by upgrading different aspects of it and then eventually upgrading the overall mech. The difference here is that each area will require a specific resource in order to get to the next level. The overall level is under the upgrade option. The stars will be under the evolve option, and train will deal with upgrading each individual skill. Each area will require its own special resource to improve it. Upgrade will be the first one we look at. Upgrading is how you will directly affect the pet's might, resistance, and HP. It will also be the way you can improve stats that get applied to the pet squad. This will use 2 special resources. Tactical rations will improve the pet at every level, and canned energy will be applied once the pet hits levels of multiples of 10. You can just use tactical rations in between 10, 20, 30, and so on, but once you hit that 10, 20, 30, etc. mark, you will need canned energy to break through to the next 10 levels. The amount needed of each will increase as the pet's level increases, as will be the same with all resource needs to improve something. The next screen we will look at is the evolve option. Evolve is going to be another way to improve the buffs that are applied to the pet squad, but it will also unlock the other skills for the pet. This skill will require the use of evolution shots in order to add another star to the pet. As you add stars, it increases the buffs and eventually unlocks the next skill. The training option is going to be how one increases the level of the skill. This is going to use exercise toys, training sets, and copies of pets in order to upgrade. Initially, the skills will only use exercise toys, and copies of the pets will be required upon certain levels in order to get to the next one. This could be viewed like upgrading SP heroes that will require more medals at certain levels of skill enhancing. At first, only 1 copy will be needed, then you'll need 2, then so on and so forth. Training sets will be required at higher levels, over 10 for the skill. It is not known at this time, at least by me, what max levels are for the pets. The special resource requirements get very demanding at higher levels anyways, so upgrading to extremely high numbers is going to take some time. But we do know that it takes 30 stars to unlock the 5th skill, and it requires a lot of evolution shots in order to just get to 15 stars as is. Before we get into the last screen of Battle Pets, I want to quickly bring up how to use the pets in the the APC. The pets affect battles in two ways. One, by increasing the stats of the squad it is assigned to, as we've already mentioned, and two, by attacking soldiers and other pets directly. You assign pets to a specific hero or row in an APC by clicking the plus sign box to the right of the heroes in the row. You can assign 3 pets to one APC, however, you cannot have 2 of the same type of pet in one APC, meaning we can't have all dogs in one APC and sing Who Let the Dogs Out. Where pets go can be assisted by the combat type they are. Defense is going to be more suited towards the front, attack more to the back, support and control wherever the heck you want. Where you place your pets is entirely up to you, and there is no right or wrong answer at this moment, but I started to view it personally as I have with regular hero formations in APCs. Moving into the last and probably the most confusing screen in the entire process is the pet paradise. This is going to be the most confusing aspect of this entire thing, as it is currently evolving and has new things being added into the fold all the time. They just added an exploration and sparring feature at the time of making this video. However, the main focus of this entire screen is to give your pets a more specific focus to add extra buffs to the pet itself that get applied to the squad it is assigned to. The pet paradise has a lot of different focuses and actions to it that this may require its own video, as I really don't like to make super long videos for you guys. And this has a lot of different moving parts that are currently being added to and altered. But I don't want to leave you hanging too much, so I will try to sum it up and put out a much more detailed video shortly. The Pet Paradise is a way to increase a specific buff for the squad through the use of 2 different aspects: intimacy and a specific focus for the pet. Intimacy is the overall level of the pet itself. Think of it as how much the pet likes you in general. The more a pet likes you, the more it will do for you. This is almost the same aspect for the game. You get intimacy for a pet by interacting with it, fostering it, or using it for any other thing that they added into the mix. Then you work on a specific focus for the pet. Do you want it to be strong, smart, brave? Each one will affect a specific buff based on the intimacy level of the pet. Courage improves might, intelligence improves resistance, and strength improves tactical might. These 3 are represented by the blue graduating cap for intelligence, green barbell for strength, and red claw marks for courage. How you focus on a specific type and how to improve all stats will be saved for the next video, where we will deep dive the current Pet Paradise and what you can do and how to specifically raise the levels and buffs of the individual pets. And with that, I hope this sheds some light on the confusing topic of pets. Remember, this is a topic that is still evolving and changing. So when you watch this video, it may not even be the same in the game. So please be gentle with the criticism. It's my first time. I try to update videos as things change, but I am only one man. Unless someone wants to start editing videos for me. Just throwing that one out there. Remember to click that like and subscribe button. Get information and informed with the latest videos and lives. Join the Discord community, which is linked in the description below, so you can chat it up, ask questions, be the first to be the first to be informed of lives, giveaways, and so much more. Leave a comment. Let me know what you find to be the most confusing aspect of the pets and what I can do to try and help explain it better. Once again, hopefully this helped you slightly. I know most of this is figured out through simple trial and error, but the details are the things most people get confused about. As we progress, we can discuss the best ways to advance pets, which pets to advance first, placement, and so much more. But for now, we have to understand what the hell we are doing in the first place. Remember to help each other out, share the information, and most importantly, be safe out there.